Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here or you are seeing my face for the first time, my name is Nolo Babalo, short for Babalo, and welcome to the channel. To all the returning subscribers, welcome back my darlings. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and to share the video with everybody you think might enjoy the content that I put out. I see we are now on 163 subscribers, so we have 3 new members that joined the family even without me putting out any video. Speaking of putting out a video, so I did say on my Facebook 2 weeks ago that I was going to put out the video last week. I did record the video, literally recorded the video from beginning to finish, and then when I was putting it together, I didn't like it, because everybody was home, and for some reason I felt like I was being listened to, and there's a construction, and I just didn't like it. So I was just like, you know what, I'd rather re-record the video. And I tried to make everything look like the way it did when I recorded last week, because I really liked the lighting on that video and everything. Maybe I'll put a short clip for you guys to see it, but without rambling too much, let's get into the video. So the point of me recording this video is to share awareness on women's health. This is going to be out of my own personal experience, and a disclaimer: the views that I'm going to be sharing on this video are solely mine, and they also based on my own understanding of what the gynecologist and my GP was explaining to me. It does not express or actually even explain the way that they did. I just found a way to understand what they were saying, and I took it with me. So please don't be like, this doctor was wrong to say this and that. Chances are I'm not even explaining it exactly the way that they did, and this happened January and March, I think. Yeah, January and March. So in January I went to my GP, and this was because I was having pains on my abdomen, and I decided, you know what, let me just visit the doctor again. And I'm saying again because I did try. Let me just put this up below. And I'm saying this again because I did have these pains for the longest of time. I did try to get them sorted out before. I had went to Rahima Musa, but then I was told that after doing a pap smear and a couple of tests, they said that they could not see anything. So I just got over it, and I was like, if you're not seeing anything, there's no reason for me to be continuing with this. And then I stopped going. And then this year, on the 13th of January, I decided, you know what, I can't take it anymore. Let me just go get this sorted out. So here's the story. So I went to my general practitioner, which is a GP, on the 13th of January because I've been having pains on my abdomen. I had the pains for a very long time, like I already mentioned, and I decided, you know what, let me just get this checked out because I just couldn't handle the pains anymore. So I went to the doctor, my doctor, and I told him that, you know what, this is what I'm feeling. I have pains on my abdomen, and these pains come randomly at times, and then sometimes I would get them just prior to me going on my period and stuff. And then he said to me, well, the pains that you are having are on your ovaries, so we might need to get that checked out. But no, he said that I might need to do a sauna scan, but for now he's going to give me pills, and then if I still do feel the pains, I'm going to have to come back. And I said to him, no, I don't want to wait until the pain stop, because this is something that I've had to deal with for the longest of time. It would come and they would go, but I'd rather book the scan. And then he said to me, you know what, it's fine if that's what you want. He booked me the scan, and I was supposed to go do the sauna scan the following week. And that's then I went. So he gave me medication to take in the meantime. Then the following week I went to get my sauna scan, and I did the scan, and When you go to a sauna, you need to drink water. Your bladder needs to be like full to the max with water. I don't know if you guys have done it before, but then that's how they do it. You would have to drink lots and lots of water, and then they put a gel and something that it's almost like a UV light type of thing. Then they put it on top of my tummy, and randomly this lady doctor asked me, when do I want to have kids? And I said to her, I don't know, like I do feel like I'm ready to have kids right now. If it does happen, it's not something that I would be mad about. And then she said to me, how old am I? And I said, I'm 29. Then I said to her, of course this needs to be a decision that both me and my partner are comfortable with regarding having a baby rather, but it's something which, if it does happen, I wouldn't be angry at. And then she said to me, cool, I'm asking because you've got fibroids. Now, if you know fibroids, I didn't know fibroids before, but when I was Googling my symptoms, I thought I had endometriosis, and that's only then I was introduced into the concept of fibroids. So I was Googling what my symptoms were, and I thought it was endometriosis, and then that's when I came across fibroids. And as much as it's something that a lot of women, go through, it was still scary for me, because to me it meant not being able, chances of me having a baby are slim. So I immediately just started crying. I started like crying right here and there, because I was thinking to myself, oh my god, that means I'm not going to be able to have a baby. I would love to have a child of my own one day. So why do I have fibroids? And it's something that in my family I don't think anybody has, so it's just very scary for me. And she was like to me, no, don't cry, it does not mean that, it's something that can be managed. And then I said to her, how, basically. And then she told me that I needed to change my diet, and I was just thinking, really? If you know fibroids, they grow big. Like she said to me, mine was 2 centimeters, and I was thinking they can grow, like I've heard that they can grow as big as a tennis ball. If I find a picture, I will put it, because I once came across it on Twitter. So if I still find it, I'll try and put it right here and show you what fibroids are. But she said to me I needed to change my diet, and I asked her, what do I need to eat and not eat? And to be honest, I really didn't get much information when it comes to that. Basically, I cut everything that I was eating. I was only eating veggies, and I was eating white meats, meaning I was only eating fish. I was not eating your chicken. I had cut it, and that was just basically it. I was just eating veggies and fish, surviving on that. Sometimes ribs, but I would also avoid like red meats. I would not eat chicken, anything basically. And that really did frustrate me, because it's just like I don't know what to eat right now, and it's stressful. So that is what I did. I cut down on what I was eating, and then they had gave me a referral letter to a gynecologist that is based in Adelaide, which is like a hospital. And then I couldn't go on that very same month, because now I had already spent money on the sauna scan, which was something that I did not anticipate that I would spend on. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the gynecologist end of the month. The gynecologist was charging 1.8 for consultation. It's a lot of money. But yeah, at some point I was considering getting a cheaper gynecologist, but I was just like, you know what, there must be a reason why they would recommend this one. And as I googled her, and a lot of people had good things to say about her, so I was like, you know what, I'll just go. And my boyfriend helped me out with having to pay for the consultation fee. I mean, fast forward to end of the month, I book an appointment to go and see the gynecologist, and we have the consultation. She asked me what's happening, and I told her that no, I'm having pains here in my abdomen, and it's really uncomfortable. Sometimes my lower back hurts, and my period pains are the worst. Like I've got the worst period pains ever. And basically I tell her everything that I'm just feeling, and then she asks me how is my flow. I explain it to her, and then she's like, it's not normal basically. And then we go and do the, and then she said to me, I had to bring a gown and slippers, so I had to go and change and then go lie in the bed. And she explains what's gonna happen. She was gonna put something inside my vajayjay. So she puts that, and then she says to me, when I went for my Sona scan, which scan did they do? And then I explained to her that it was over my stomach and they used the gel and stuff. And then she says to me, it's not fibroids that they were seeing. And I immediately got excited. I was just like, whatever that you do and tell me next, I'm sure it's not gonna be as the worst thing ever, like being told that I had fibroids. Being told that I had fibroids felt like a death threat to me. Like, it felt like, I know it sounds dramatic, but then it really did change my life. It really did like affect me. Like, it was something where I was like, one minute I was very like positive. I'm like, no, they will shrink, I will feel better. Then the next day I'm just like stressing about it. I'm just like, I have literally things that are growing inside of me, and there's really not much that I can do about it. So it was stressing me. And then she said to me, I have PCOS. I am gonna put an explanation of what it is in the next slides. Sorry. She said to me, basically it's your, give me a second. So PCOS, huh? PCOS, yeah, PCOS is a hormonal disorder causing a enlarged ovaries. So she was showing me on the screen that this is what's happening. Like, your ovaries, like it's explaining that you're bigger than your normal one. You know what I mean? And I asked her, I said to her, is it something that I should be concerned about? She said, yes, you should be concerned about it, but not scared. Like, it's nothing to be necessarily scared of. She's gonna give me a 3 months treatment. Someone is calling me. Ugh. Sorry, guys. So when you do have God, this word, PC. When you have PCOS, you might experience weight gain, overweight, obesity, acne, depression, abnormal menstruation, light, heavy, and all of that. Those are some of the things that you can experience. And then mood swings, I guess, and oily skin. And I wouldn't necessarily say that I've experienced being moody and all of that, but then also I don't think I would say my weight gain was caused due to that. What is this? Lockdown happened with me. Like, we were at home and the only thing we were doing was just to eat, and that was it. But what I can say is my skin is not the greatest. And also, what else have I experienced? My flow is just up and down. And what else have I experienced? So it's acne and menstruation when it comes to me. And oh yeah, some of the things that they were not mentioned, I think, and what I have experienced is stomach bloating. Like, my tummy is, when I'm not a moody person, but my tummy is basically, my tummy is, 1 minute it's like this, the next it's like that, which is really frustrating. So yeah, she basically says to me that it's not something that I should be scared of, it's something that I should be concerned about, and she will put me on a medication. Now, that's another amount that I needed to spend on. So I had to spend, I've just spent 1.8, and then she did a pap smear, which was another more money. I think I was charged 500 rands, but they did not charge it on the same day. They gave me an invoice and I had to pay it end of the month. And then I had to buy the medication, which was 1.5, if I'm not mistaken. So that's more money that I needed to spend on. And let me tell you something, with the journey that I was in, you really needed to have people to be there for you. And I do know that sometimes you're just like, oh no, my posture is so wrong. Sometimes you would think that you don't need people. I don't need any people. I'm an independent girl. But this journey made me realize the importance of having support, and my sister was not around. My sister's not around Joburg, but she would text me. She would, WhatsApp call me and ask if I'm fine and stuff. And the closest person that I have around me here in Kempton Park, because also my parents are in Soweto, is my boyfriend, who is so supportive. Like, he basically had to change his own diet when he was around me, and there was no need, but because he knew that I would want to eat whatever that he's eating, so he would eat with me veggies. When we were going out, we would eat like veggies and your ribs, and that was just basically it, or fish. And to be honest, without any help, or without him being there for me, this was going to be the most difficult journey ever. But to have somebody hold your hand and be like, you know what, whatever that you're going through, I'm gonna be fully supportive, was really nice. Because it was frustrating. It was stressful. Like, there were times where I would just cry. And yeah, anyway, so now I had to start taking my treatment, and someone is making noise. So I went to get my medication at Discam. So I had to compare between Discam and Clicks, and Clicks was a little more expensive and Discam was a little cheaper. So I went to buy the medication at Discam and I started taking it. And one of the pills, it was a supplement, and which I have not finished. I have a very bad tendency of not finishing a treatment, but it was a supplement. It was contraceptives, and then it was just pills. And then I didn't Google, for some reason. I never Googled the medication that I was given up until I started noticing that, okay, my period was now lighter, but there was a month where I think I went on my period for almost like 10 to 15 days, and I didn't understand what was going on. And I started Googling the pills that I was taking. I Googled all of them, and then I noticed that one of them was actually a contraceptive. I had an idea that it was a contraceptive, and it was my first time taking contraceptives, so I didn't really know that it was. I wasn't really sure, so until I Googled, and it was making me bleed. It was not period, but it was me bleeding down there. And that went on for some time until I was like, you know what, I don't know, should I continue, should I stop or what? And then I stopped. I stopped taking them until the bleeding stopped, and then I was like, let me go back and just finish this. And I did exactly that, and I finished the treatment, except for the supplements. I have not finished them, but it really did help because I have not experienced the pain. Like, I think I did once, but then I think I had cold water or something like that. But I have not had the pains, and it's been better. Like, even my period pains have been bearable. Would I say it really helped? It definitely did. Like, it really did help. I haven't gone back to my gynecologist because the consultation fee is just ridiculous, but I do feel better, and all I can say with this video is that if you have pains, especially there, like in your abdomen and stuff, or anything for that matter, you really should get it checked out. Don't stay too long and be like, no, it's probably gonna go away and stuff like that. Have a pap smear. Like, I don't know if it's done yearly or twice a year or something like that, but do it. Like, just don't take anything lightly like I did for quite some time. Like, get it checked out. And I really do hope this video is gonna help someone. And I will be seeing you guys on my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.